Infernal Cape, the Coliseum, Quest Cape, maxing. All mighty achievement, but never really seemed to interest me. Every 99 I've ever gotten has only left me with a fleeting sense of accomplishment. Every quest, level, piece of gear, all mere stepping stone. But for what? What is the point of any of this? Money. So here's the game. I'm going for max PLAT tokens, and I'm going to do this by making 10,000 accounts and then operating them by hand to trade and try to get maximum platinum token. That is 2.147 trillion GP. To put this further into a perspective, that is enough to buy 160,259 bonds and have membership paid for 8,012 years. Or a darker path. A player could sell this on the black market right now for roughly $392,000. But that's not what I'm going to do. If I hit this target, I'm going to stare that temptation in the face and throw the ring into Mordor by giving all of that money back to the community in some sort of drop party or a giveaway. No botting, no breaking TOS, all legit. So, let's get after it. This is the road to max PLAT. What's up, RuneScapers? It's your boy, Ojama Garrett's back with another episode of Road to Max PLAT. Today is going to be, I feel, a really exciting one. Because today I did my audit. So if you're new here, obviously, you watch the intro. And today is audit day where I do a big reset on all 717 of my accounts, and then I'm going to tell you how much money I made in the week. And today I tracked down most of the stuff I recorded from the start of this entire journey on this YouTube channel. And I will let you guys know the progression, like where I started and where we're at now, and all that other good stuff, man. Not doing any picks today. Just want to keep this nice and spicy. And then the second order of business is that I'm going to give away a bond. One of my members, Corsica, thank you so much, offered up a bond to celebrate me hitting 1,000 subscribers. So how to enter? One of the first ways is to comment your best pick, your favorite pick that you like to flip in the comments down below to enter for one entrance. And then I'm going to set something up in the Discord for you to react to for a second entrance, and we'll just keep tallying up every day on these episodes votes. So whatever picks you can think of or anything like that, just comment down below. You'll be entered. Then when I will be streaming the day that I hit 1,000 or something like that, or sometime around that, and I will give away the bond by running it into a random number generator. So make sure to comment down below, guys. You need to start liking these videos. We need to blow this up. My kids need to get fed. Okay. But before we hop into the episode today, please subscribe. It is free. Please consider becoming a member. I do appreciate all my members. I just want to give a big shout out to them real quick. We got Hugh, DF, Corsica, Pathos4, Lucian Stolas, EK Nexine, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Chill. Really appreciate all you guys. You guys are awesome. You make this dream something else, okay? So I just want to say all that. But anyway, let's hop into the episode. All right, so we're here. Just take a guess, whatever. I should have probably said take a guess with your guess as well. Take a guess down below to see how much you think we made. I think this is going to kind of blow your mind. This blew my mind when I figured it out. Okay, so in the past day, so that's checking, or we'll just do week. We made 464 fucking million GP, bro. That is insane money, and it took me 6 hours and 20 minutes. So if we do the math for that, it comes out to 77 mil an hour. Okay? 77 mil an hour. That's insane. That's boosting levels, like, scale, strats, bro. This is insane. And, okay. Let me actually just give a disclaimer to everybody. This is insane that I can make this money. But, I do agree with the world that streamer privilege does exist, which is why I built this YouTube channel, because I knew that if I ever got close to this scale, I'd be flying way too close to the sun. And I would need sort of a platform to be able to facilitate this. So if you're going to copy me, be aware that you may get banned. There's people coming into my Discord now that I've made that video about me getting banned and stuff like that. And maybe some people are lying and saying they're getting banned and stuff. But just be aware that multi-scaping does put you at risk. But you're also kind of at risk to not even multi-scaping. If you just play a lot, you're also at risk because false bans are happening seemingly more often. It could just be some sort of bias in my brain from just seeing it happen over a long period of time. But now that it's been brought to my attention, it could just be ballooned up. You know what I mean? It's all up for speculation right now, but I just know they're happening. And I, in my community specifically too, there are people who are getting banned more than others. And we're working on strategies to reduce ban rates and stuff like that. But just be aware. Start small, see if it works for you, see if your IP is compromised, see if they're going to ban you, whatever. If you got a big main, maybe it's not worth risking. You know, just go a different path, go a boosting path or something like that. I know most roads end with multi-skate. Eventually players do just make an alt, make 2 alts, make 3 alts, and then they start, you know what I mean? I know a plethora of players who they all have multiple alts, okay? Just be aware, protect your account, okay? I don't want to see people see me and then just think that it's like risk-free, because I'm risking a lot. But anyway, all that being said, I just wanted to give a big warning to everybody out there. Please be safe. Please be careful with your accounts, with your IP. Do not use VPNs. Do not macro. Don't auto-click. Don't do any of that stuff. You will get banned. Don't break terms of service. Don't use, I don't know. Just be careful, guys. Anyway, so 77 fucking mil an hour, okay? That's insane. Insane setup. I know there's labor costs up front to get everything started. You know what I mean? Obviously, like all the accounts building, running them all and stuff, and that took me years. But now I just maintain, and now I just maintain this and I get this, or I can get this, but I'm going to continue to expand. Starting Monday, I will start streaming. We will be building more accounts. We'll just keep progressing the series. Anyway, 1 week of that, okay? Over the month, 639.59 mil. Okay, so I was skeptical about this number, but if we look down at the data, let's look at the data, what they track here, okay? Total profit, 544 mil, whatever. Quantity flipped, 544 mil, whatever. Quantity bought, 544 million. I think that's millions. Yeah. And then quantity sold, 965187655. 1 GP average sell price. This So it is. I think it's pretty good. I think if it's tracking all these numbers, even though there seems to be a little discrepancy here. Yeah, over the week it's like dead on. So maybe like the month is rolling over into the next, like the last, like maybe it's like bleeding into the, I don't know. This is the way I've been logging in because I only log on once a week. That may be doing it, but I do trust this because it is when I look at the accounts back, it is looking like this. Now I remember I took a bunch of screenshots. I was going to show you guys. I'll show you guys some of that some other time. What they look like. I took screenshots. It added extra time to whatever, but I took like 13 or 14 screenshots so you guys can see some of some examples. But I just want to focus on this stuff today. So we were able to make 13 million profit, and this is also why I believe this, because I just recently got these guys up, and it shows that I have bought 70 million, which is true. Those 100 accounts I deployed, 100 and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're in the 220-ish range for mine ruiners now. They're all deployed with a mil. Some of them 3 mil I accidentally did. And they are all buying like crazy, like wildfire. And I do believe that I have bought this much. And then they are just now flipping to sell. So like next week when we look at this number again, this will say like a lot bigger number. Okay. So then Fire Ruins, it's kind of it is my third pick. They're just kind of, the accounts are just kind of placeholders for me to keep testing the rate. I'm not really going all in on them, but I was able to buy 2.7 million and sell 1.6. Average buy price 4, sell for 5. So I like the health. It's a healthy rate. It's like 10 accounts. 10 accounts going for this or something like that. 10 to 15 maybe. So yeah, so that's where we're at for the week for doing all this. And then I made a fancy chart. Okay. So now take your second guess. So what do you think the net worth is at? Okay. We're gonna look at it now. Hopefully I don't have like pornography behind it or something. Okay, cool. It's the chart. Anyway, so I charted some stuff here. I don't know where to put myself. Oh, perfect. Right here. So this is my net worth growth over time. Somebody asked me like how I've progressed since the start of my series or whatever. And I didn't have that data, but I scrubbed back. I looked back through some notebooks, and then I found in my notepads when I started my YouTube series, Fresh Start. It was my first YouTube series to kind of figure everything out and to get my bank restarted. I'd given my money all away, and this was my first, it was the first thing I started getting 1,000 view videos and stuff like that, like where I started getting a little bit of notoriety. So my first video, I sold all the junk on 9 accounts, and I got 338K. So there was like random stuff like splash gear, staffs, random shit on them, and then like whatever, you know, the salmon, some oak logs, whatever I was doing on those accounts. They were early accounts. So I made 338K from selling junk on my first day of Fresh Start. And then I did stuff like filling up buckets of water, tanning cowhides, pie shells, a lot of pie shells. I remember a lot of pie shells. And then flipping. Got into flipping as fast as possible. I kind of got sick of like normal money making when each account had like 500K on them. Around that time, Pure Essence was buying. It was during the big, huge bot waves. So Pure Essence was flooding in, crashed the margin on Pure Essence because I didn't want to do Pure Essence. I wanted to do Fire Runes. But there's such a huge influx of Pure Essence that I was getting a bunch, and then I would find bulkers buying it for 1.6. So I was like, fuck, what? And then I went from 300K on June 2nd, 2024 to 109 mil with only, I think it was like at most like 50 accounts I only had active online, like up to 100. There couldn't have been too much more than 50 accounts. But then when I ended the series on 8/11 or something like that, or maybe it was June 11th, whatever, in August or something like that. August, I think that's what 8 is. I don't remember I'm so dumb. Anyway, whatever the 8th month is in 2024, I ended my Fresh Start series with 109 mil. Now, from there, we started Road to Max Plat. I probably should have had some dots in here when things started, stuff like that. I don't remember when the first day of Road to Max Plat was, but whenever the first day of Road to Max Plat is, a couple months, 3 months ago maybe. All right. I found that I just went for the first net worth I can find. That was so I was flipping on Road to Max Plat, and then I sold my Scimitar collection for 200 mil. So from flipping here, I made 200 mil. I was able to double my net worth from flipping on the side as well. And then that was December 22nd, 2024. There's an episode covering that. So then my first net worth check was 2.28 billion. And that was 2 months ago, roughly. About 2 months ago. I've just been doing every 4 weeks, so I don't know. The dates aren't lining up specifically. It's like the 8th of January or February. I think the 8th of February. And then the next month, I did another net worth check, and I was very bummed because most of my accounts were locked in selling cycles, not buying cycles. But this month, when I did my reset cycle, I had a bunch of sales finish, or a bunch of buy sales finish, and I fucking pumped, bro. We made over 500 million GP this month in net worth, just in sales. So that multiple signals telling me. So that tells me that the GE tracker on the account is pretty dang close to accurate. If this is true, but we're about to hit 3 bill again. So then that puts us off about 600 million from where I was when I gave all of my money away. And that took me 24 years, we'll say 21 years to make 3.5 billion. And now I've done it again, almost, in however many months this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months. 10 months, we are almost back. So we'll say 11 months. If we hit the same rate, 11 to 12, so 1 year, I will have gotten back to the same amount of bill that I'm at before. And we're going to start accelerating the accounts. So I'm pretty freaking excited. I'm pretty fucking excited, man. That's kind of it. It's sad, you know what I mean? I'm wiped out from doing that. It was like a whole pretty much work shift. I had my lunch break and I had my couple breaks, or my breakfast break. That was about half an hour. And then I took a couple 15-minute breaks. So that's like 7-hour shift right there. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty hyped, man. I hope you guys are pretty hyped. I'm pretty hyped. I think that was an amazing day. Remember to comment down below what your best pick was, what your favorite pick is. You got a secret pick? I don't care. Whatever one you're willing to give away, enter in for the bond. We're coming up on 1,000 subs. Thank you everybody for all your support. This is awesome. Catch you later.